Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. I am here with a haul video today. We went thrifting yesterday, went to our usual round of stores, and oh my goodness, we got the deal of a lifetime. Not for me, not for junk journals, but just in general. My husband collects record albums, not for the value or for I don't know, he just does it because he likes music, he likes the albums, and he likes the hunt of going to find them. They're getting harder and harder to find. He collects, you know, classic rock, 70s, 80s rock. We do find them at estate sales once in a while. Sometimes they want an outrageous amount of money for them. Sometimes we can get a bargain. But yesterday he got the bargain of the year. We were at one of our regular thrift stores that we go to. They never have good albums. None of the thrift stores do. If they get them in, I think they get snapped up real quick. And they keep the albums in these bins at the back of the store. And he says he walked right by them. And I went back there because next to the albums is where they keep any sheet music that they get in. So I always just check just to see if there's anything new or good in the sheet music. So I walked by and there's this Michael Jackson album. And I'm like, whoa, Michael Jackson? Why is that still here? So I start looking and there's all these rock albums. And I'm like, oh my God, I bet he didn't even see these. So he had already gone out to the car. So I texted him and I said, did you see these albums? He came back in and I didn't want to move. I didn't want to leave them because somebody would snatch them up. So I had already made a little pile and I said, here, look through these. I'm going to go find out how much they are because there was no sign or anything. So I went and I asked and they were $1 each. Buy one, get two free. Oh my God. I practically sprinted back to him to tell him the price on these. We bought 33 albums for $11. Can you believe that? And they were, I think, like 3 Michael Jackson albums, including Thriller and Bad. And there were Eagles, Bruce Springsteen, Kansas, Styx, Foreigner, all the classic albums. It was crazy. There was even a Rolling Stones album. I was like, this is just insane. How are these still here? We went up to check out and the checkout girl says, oh, I just put those out. We were like, wow, that was like perfect timing. And it was crazy, crazy. So he has this whole new stack of albums to play with. Some of them are duplicates that we already have. We'll keep the one that's in better condition. And these were in really good condition. Some of them still had plastic on them. So we'll keep the one that we have in the best condition, and any duplicates we'll put in the yard sale. And I mean, you know, we can sell those even still cheap for somebody, but we would get our money back on just a few albums, really. So that was like the thrift store find of the year. So while we're out, I stopped at Dollar Tree. I don't usually include the stores in my haul videos, but it was in the bag. It was here, so here it is. This is what I got at Dollar Tree. If you have a Dollar Tree near you and you never go check it out. They've got some good stuff. Some of it's kind of tacky. Some of it's not my style, but some of it's good stuff. Look at these stamps. Really cute butterfly stamps. I love it. And look at the what is this? A ladybug and a bee. Really cute. This one was pretty cute too, with all these birds. I like that one. And the words too. And I like these. They're like, they look like metal stickers. I've got a few other ones that I picked up. Some of them are gaudy looking and I don't get them, but some of them I like. I like these, the books. And this one was kind of cool. I especially like the sewing machine. But the telephone's cool too. These letter stickers, I thought they were just a little bit different than what I have. There's not a lot of them there. There's no extra vowels or anything, but I still like them. I can mix and match, do something with them. I actually should have bought two, but... And then these stickers, these remind me of the old Creative Memory stickers, where you get a lot in a package. Look at that. You have like 2 sets of them, actually. And they have a lot of the vowels and stuff. And numbers. So I got a red and a blue. So that's Dollar Tree. And then my thrift stores and estate sales. This was a thrift store, and yeah, thrift stores here, a couple of them. I picked up this little bag of feathers. I thought they were pretty. There's greens and pinks and a couple of blues in there. Something a little bit different. I see Barbara at 49 Dragonflies uses feathers a lot, and I've said before that I really like her style, so I thought, well, let me try some feathers. I don't know, maybe we'll try this in the craft along. I don't know, but I thought they were pretty anyway. The one thrift store, they had closed their store, I think the day before, because they were redoing their driveway, their parking lot. And so they had closed the store, but the employees were working and they had cleaned the store. Oh my God. This store, this is one that I go in and I always straighten up the craft area. Drives my husband nuts, but it's always a mess. They had cleaned it up, cleaned it out. I mean, they had a lot of trash in there and stuff. It was so clean and looked so nice. I was like, wow, and it smelled good in there. I even told them that it was nice. So I was happy to see that, but not as much to pick through because it was so clean, you know. But they always had a whole bunch of patterns, and sometimes I'd flip through them real quick, but today they were easier to look at. And I only got one because I really don't need a lot of patterns. And some of them were ripped or written on, and they just, you know. But I got this one because I like the picture on the front. I thought that was really cool. And you know what? I'm not going to get through this video if I don't stop with the chitter chatter. So I'm going to try to go a little bit more quickly because I have a lot of stuff and I really want to do it within an hour. I found this book of planner stickers, and I've got a couple of planner books that I have picked up at thrift stores that there's a lot of stickers in there that I just won't use. But this one has these like banners and labels. So I thought that I would use some of these labels. These are can be kind of fun depending on, you know. But there's all different kinds of labels. See, so I thought that I would actually use these. Only a couple things have been taken out of here. Oh, a surprise one. Oh. Those are kind of cute. So yeah, and then there's a few cutesy little things if I were doing, I don't do planners, but you know, sometimes you can use stuff like that. And then they had the months, which, you know, in my daily journal, a lot of times I'll put the date that I did something. So that'll be a kind of a fun thing. And then the days of the week, a whole bunch of them. And a lot of numbers. And an alphabet. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. It was $2, but there's a lot there. And my extras. Those are cute. I'm not picking up a lot of lace anymore because, you know, after organizing my lace, I realized how much I have, but I really like the color on this one. I thought that was a really pretty color, something I don't have too much of, and it's kind of vintage looking. And yeah. And then I picked up these two containers here because they're the colors of my room, and I'm always looking for little storage containers, so that's what I got. A lot of times you see the little baskets and containers in the thrift stores, and they're broken or dirty or stickers on them or whatever. I don't bother with them, but those are, they have to be washed, but they're pretty clean. Okay, let me get moving because I'm talking too much. Sorry, I must be in that mood today. Okay, so this is really the reason why I went back to the area where the albums were in that thrift store. The last time we were there, I had picked these up. They were 50 cents. I had picked these up, and it was the only thing that I had. And there was a long line, and I didn't want to stand in line to pay for a 50-cent item. So, this is probably really bad, but it's something I do once in a while with something like this. So I took this and I went back to the back of the store where they have picture frames and photo albums and stuff, and I kind of tucked it in underneath some. I hid it. I do that once in a while. A lot of times when I go back, it's gone. So I only do it with something that I don't really have to have, just in case it's gone. But I went back there to see if it was there, and it was there. I know, don't judge me. It's a deck of scat cards, which are not, you know, your traditional deck of cards. This has not even ever been opened. But when I saw it, I saw the king on it. I thought that was a really cool looking king, or whatever it is. It's a bee. So I don't know scat. I don't know how you play it or anything. I just know that it's not a traditional deck of 52 cards. Let's see what the other cards look like. And it's older. You can tell by the box that it's older. But all the writing on it is, what's that, German? Oh, isn't she pretty? So it's like, I guess, all face cards. There's your king. Those aren't anything spectacular, but see, because they're, I like how they do the clubs. Because they're plain on the back, I can alter both sides of these without feeling like I'm taking anything away from them. A lot of times when I have a pretty deck of cards, I only want to do the one side of the card because the other side is pretty. These I could do both sides if I wanted to. I'm going too slow. I know, I'm sorry. Okay, I bought one of these little photo albums because I'm going to use it for die cuts. My die cuts I made some folders to put some in, but those are like my vintage ones. And then I have other ones that are not vintage, they're bright colors and stuff. And they're just thrown in plastic bags. So I'm going to put them in here, I think, so that I can look at them easier. I found this. It's 3 notebooks. Doesn't appear that they've been used. Possibly, I don't know. But I paid $2 for all 3 of them. This is one that I was kind of like, picked it up, I put it down, picked it up, put it down. Do I need these notebooks? Do I need... I really don't. But it was 3 of them for... Now, it had been undone at some point because it's all taped together, but I don't know. I don't think they've been used. And they have the dot paper. So they're pretty nice. I thought maybe I could make little glue books out of them. I don't know. But that's what I have anyway. And we'll see what I do with those, if anything. And some twine. I picked up this Monet. I don't know if it's actually Monet, but it's kind of looks like it. Notepad. It was originally $4.49. Then it was on sale for $1. I think I paid $1 for it, which is fine. Geolily Pond. I'm guessing that it's kind of patterned after Monet. You know what? This is not a notepad. These are envelopes. I don't need more envelopes, but that's okay. I was thinking it was a notepad. I can do something with envelopes. If you could see the box of envelopes that I have. But they're from like stationery and note cards and things like that. I separate them and I put all the envelopes in one box. And I have a huge box of envelopes. But these are very pretty, so I will do something with them. Disappointed that it's not a notepad. Oh well, that's okay. This one place had these all these little stencils, and they were selling them individually. I don't know, if I were a thrift store, I would have thrown them all together and sold them for a couple bucks, but they were selling them individually for 35 cents each. These are really the only two that either I didn't already have the pattern or I didn't like the other ones. So I picked up these two stencils. I just recently sold a whole notebook full of stencils. Why am I buying these? But those stencils were old stencils from scrapbooking. Before they had die cutters, we used stencils and we would draw around them and cut them out. And so they were those old stencils with the big patterns and shapes and stuff. There were some alphabets and just miscellaneous things like that. And they had been sitting here in my room for years. I had put them all in this loose leaf notebook. And when I was doing some organizing and cleaning, I thought, well, this is something I haven't used them in all this time. So I'm going to just get rid of them. And I went through and I picked out the ones that I could use for junk journaling, or that even a couple that I would use in scrapbooking. And the rest I put in my yard sale. And it was like that day, that was one of the first things that sold. I was really surprised. But you never know what people are looking for. And so I was really happy it was a item that was taking up space. So I was happy about that. But yep, now I'm buying more stencils. But they're different kinds. This book, a pony book. This book has the cutest pictures in it. Look at these pictures. Oh my goodness. Obviously, I'm going to use some of these in my horse journal if I ever get that done. But some of them, you know, cut this out and I can make a journal card out of it to tuck into a journal. Aren't they just absolutely adorable? I love these pictures. They are so, so, so cute. Oh, look at Postcard. So, this is just a really cute book. I love it. A ruler. Indiana Bell Telephone Company. I have no idea how old this is, but I love old rulers for some reason. And on the back of it, it says 1 quart of milk is equal in energy value to any one of the following items. And then it lists all these different foods. I thought that this was really cool. Obviously, probably a promotional item. Companies don't give promotional items anymore. If they do, they're like cheap beer koozies. So I just think those are fun. I have a couple of rulers. I guess I'm starting a collection. Oh, this is my husband's. It's a good movie, by the way, if you've never seen this one. Green Street Hooligans. It's an early Charlie Hunnam, and Elijah Wood is in it. It's a good movie. It's a little violent, but it's good. I picked this up. Normally I wouldn't pay $2 for this computer paper stuff, but look at the paper. Isn't that really pretty? So I made an exception this time, and I thought it was a really pretty paper. I'll use that either to tuck a piece into a tuck spot, or I can fold it in half and use it as a signature page. I picked up this. It's like, the case is like brand new. It's in really good, you know, it's not like scratched up or yellowed or anything. And the reason I got it, I don't need index, excuse me, index cards. I have a shoebox size box full of them. But look at the colors. Oh, I hope they're not all written on. Oh my gosh. I think they're all written on. Well, I know which side I'll be using. I hope they're not. Oh no. Look at that. They're all written on. Somebody was studying for their real estate exam. Oh. Are you kidding me? They're all written on. Well, there's blue, there's pink, there's green. I can't believe this. I should have looked at them better. I just flipped through it. I mean, I guess it's okay. But I have this nice box with these dividers. And this bright yellow. Those are not written on. I guess they didn't like the yellow ones. Oh, well, you know, this is what happens sometimes. But I like the box, and I can use it for some ephemera, card tag bases, I don't know. I don't know what I'll use it for. These are really nice index cards, though. Okay. To figure out what to do with index cards that are written on. They'll be covered. Definitely will be covered. Let's see. Each bag that you see me pull out and empty out like that may not necessarily be one thrift store. It might be. But sometimes I get out to the car and I throw things in other bags, so it may not be all one thrift store, but this one might have been. No, this was two different ones, I think. Okay, jar buttons, $1.50. There were a couple of buttons in here that I thought were unusual. These triangle shaped ones are kind of cool. There's this blue one right here. Let me get it out. This blue one right here. I like that one. There were a couple, so for $1.50 I figured, okay. Thought maybe that might be a mirror back, but yeah, I think it is. Mirror back is when the background, like the button has these little holes in it, and the background underneath is like a mirror, so it's shiny. That one's hard to tell. I don't know what that says on it, but there's ducks on it. I don't know if this is going to focus enough for you to see it. But there's ducks on this button, and there's some words, and I don't know what that says, but that's kind of different. So there were a few buttons in here that I figured were worth $1.50. This triangle one is kind of cool. This one is cool. This is a good one. That's pretty. That's different. It's not metal, it's plastic. That's an interesting one. So, this is... I can't tell what this is. It looks almost like kangaroos. I don't know. This is a heavy one, so this might be military or uniform button. Probably not military, but a uniform button. Some people like those. Alright, so that's my little... This is glass. I could tell by the feel of it that it's glass. My mother would like that one. And I thought the jar was cute. I think it's just a spice jar, but look at the shape of it. I thought that was really cute. So I'm going to keep the jar and put, I'll pick a color of button and put buttons in it. All right, I don't know how they shoved all these buttons in this jar, but they're not going back in, I don't think. So I had this plastic grocery bag full of jars and containers of buttons that I had picked up over a period of time. And look, they're not going to fit back in there. And I had just been putting them in this bag until I could go through them. So I don't know, a week or so ago, I went down to my mother's, and we had a button day, and I took all the buttons, and together we went through all the buttons, and she picked out ones that she liked. She collects them, and she has quite an extensive collection of buttons, and she picked out all the ones that she liked, and I picked out all the ones that I would use in my junk journals, and then I separated the ones that I'm going to resell. So we spent a whole day doing that. I picked up this trim because I liked the color of it. It's kind of big, but I can also cut off the tassels and use the tassels. I could cut the whole loops off if I wanted to and just use the top band part. Or I could just put this would be really cute, like along the bottom of a page, and have these dangling down. So there wasn't a lot of it in there, so I picked it up. I've gone to places where I've picked up like huge rolls of trim. I will have those rolls of trim forever and ever and ever, so I kind of avoid doing that. A small amount like that is good. This I have seen at the thrift store like for months. And I kept looking at it and walking away and putting it down and walking away and putting it down. And finally, this particular day, I must have been in the mood for buying because I decided to get it. See, they have a date, February 2022, and it's now April. So it's been there all this time. And I've been passing it up and passing it up. But finally I bought it. It's just a doily thing. But it's pretty, and I guess it could be a cute cover on a journal, or I don't know. But look at how well it goes with this. That's pretty. Okay. This trim, I had to get this because look at the colors on these. This is a really pretty coral, and this is a I don't know, a seafoam green, aqua. I don't know what color you would call that, but look at how pretty. You know, and it was 60 cents. Would you pass that up? I don't think so. And I apologize for the lighting in here. I'm right by a window, and usually, you know, it's sunny and that helps light it up. Today it is rainy and dreary, and I just could feel it just got dark. So I hope it's not hurting the lighting. I do have an aught light right here, but I don't know if it's helping. I picked these up just because I thought they were kind of cool. And I don't know. I think they'd look really cool like on a tag or going up the side of a page or something. I don't know. They're something fun. Oh, this is for me. I love these logic puzzles. Do you ever do those? Where you have to, you know, figure out who killed who in what room with what weapon type of thing. And they give you these clues, and they give you a little chart you can use to figure it out, and then you got to put your answer down there. I don't know. I just like them. They take concentration, and I like doing them with them. And a little golden book, Peter Pan. I picked it up because it's in pretty good shape. I have a ton of little golden books, and even more that I've put in the yard sale. Just because I'll never get to making all of those journals. But if I do, I have them. All right. We keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. How many times have I said, I'm not buying trims and laces anymore? How many times have I said that? I think I said it like 3 times just in this video alone. So I went to all of this stuff in this bag was from a church rummage sale. I don't see too many church rummage sales anymore. I don't know why. Maybe they just don't bother with them. The past couple that I've been to didn't have anything good. But this one had some good stuff. It was like the last day of the sale. I don't know how long they had been going on. So everything was half price. So, like, you know, this was a quarter, but half price. So I got all of this stuff. Isn't that just the cutest pattern? Oh my goodness. That is like so cute. I absolutely love it. Now my granddaughter just bought I think she bought a sewing machine from her aunt on the other side of her family. If it were me, if I had an extra sewing machine, I would have given it to her. I wouldn't have made her buy it. But anyway, that's not for me to say. Anyway, she's interested in learning how to sew. She's 13. And I don't know if anyone is actually teaching her, or if she just got the sewing machine and, hey, kid, you're on your own. I don't know. But aprons are a pretty easy thing to learn how to sew. This one here would be really easy. This one's cute. So I thought, if I had a chance, when she comes up sometime, I'll pull out a pattern, if it's all there. I'm sure I've got some scrap pieces of fabric that are big enough to make an apron, and I can at least show her how to use a sewing machine, how to use a pattern, how to figure up your yardage and things like that. Because those are the basics that you have to know if you're going to learn how to sew. I'm not an expert at it. I don't do any sewing now myself, except for on junk journals. But I was taught how to use a pattern and how to sew, and I have sewn clothes in the past. So I think that I could teach her the basics. So I think an apron would be a good way for her to start. So I'm going to maybe try to do that. Plus, they're really cute. All right, so I got these bags of trims. Well, here, let me do these things first. They had things of buttons. I think these were like $1/4 each and then half off. So these are teeny tiny little buttons. And I just got them because they're tiny and they're cute. And I think that I can use some little tiny buttons. They're called fashion dolls. So I'm guessing that they were made for dolls' clothes. I don't know. I don't think anybody makes doll clothes with actual buttons anymore. I think they use Velcro. But I thought they'd be a really cute little size. I picked up this because it is cute. It's a snap on and off. Maybe I can use it for closure. I think that's, I don't know. We'll see what I can do with that. This little stamp, it's got a date on it. No, it doesn't. It just says copyright. It looks old. The wood on it looks old. But maybe that's just the way they made it. I don't know. It's never been used. But I thought that was cute. I can stamp that on Happy Mail. A deck of cards that I don't know. No, you know what happened? I went up. I think I had... No, I had this. I had this in my hand. They had different rooms. They had a craft room where I got these things and these in the craft room. I had to pay for them there. Then I went into another room. I picked up this and I went to go pay for it. And she says, well, you know, it's half off. So if you find another thing for $1/4, then we don't have to. Because I was paying for it with $1/4 and she didn't want to have to figure up the half price on 25 cents or something. I don't know. But she told me to go find something else for 25 cents. So I'm like, okay. I could have just said, just take the $1/4. But I had seen something else, and that was these. So I got both of these for 25 cents. This is a deck of cards from the House of Seven Gables in Salem, Massachusetts. It's just nostalgic for me because I'm from Massachusetts. And I've only been there once or twice. But I don't know. Cool cards. If anyone does Halloween journals, which I don't, that'd be good in a Halloween journal. I don't, it's just going in my collection for now. But I picked these up. This is what I wanted. Because I thought that these would be really cool to tuck into a little pocket. I can cut these up. They're thin. Oh, look at the back of them. That looks really cool. I don't know what that says, but it's cool. This is in Spanish. I'm guessing this is Spanish. I took like 6 years of Spanish. I should know Spanish when I see it. It's, yes. Hecho en Mexico. So this is Spanish. I'm so bad. But really, the reason I got these, I thought that I could cut these and use them to tuck into little tuck spots. You know, you're always looking for some little thing to tuck in. So there's a variety of different pictures on these. Some of them are but some of them are really cool. I like that one. I'm not sure about a boot, but hey, you never know what the theme of a journal might be. That one of these, I love that. One of these might fit perfectly. And then there's a few bigger cards. I thought those would be really cool. They look vintage. The colors are cool. So I liked that for a $1/4. This video may have to be split into two. Oh wait, I didn't do this because it's already been 40 minutes and I still have a whole bag here. So I think I'm gonna do this And then I guess I'll stop and make it 2 videos. I'll have enough video material for a while. Because I don't want it to drag on too much. So I'll do that. I know. Why am I buying trim? I don't know. Because it was half off. But I bought this one because, look, this is a pretty yellow cotton. What do you call these? Is this like knitted or crocheted? Crocheted, I guess. Yeah, that's crocheted. But that's pretty. This is a pretty pink. I'm sure I have some of this. But this, I liked this color too. That's really pretty. And this is just reds. But this one here, it's kind of a different color red. And it's, oh boy, it's thin. It's got the kind of scalloped bottom, which is what I like for the edges of my pages. I don't like the, not that I don't like them, but like the trims with the 2 straight edges like this. I don't use these on the edges of the pages because I like whatever's hanging off to have kind of a decoration or scallop or something. I don't know. It's just the way I think. This bag. I didn't even realize this was in there. It's gold thread. It's strong. That's a bonus. I got this because that's pretty. And because of this tiny little piece right here. I thought that was really pretty. That's it. If these hadn't been half price, I don't know what this was originally, a quarter maybe. I might have gotten it anyway just for the, I don't know. I don't need this kind of ribbon, but I don't know why I bought that bag. It's cool though. There's stuff I can use in there. This is cool. And then this bag. Yeah, see, it was marked a quarter. She told me they're having another sale in, I think, October. So I'll keep an eye on that. So this had some fun stuff in it. There's this one here. I thought that was really pretty. There's this one. It's not like vintage looking or anything, but it's different. It's pretty. There's these tiny little ones here. Let me see if I can hold them up a little bit. Like this. And then there's a kind of a bluish green one here. Tiny little trims. Those would be great on tags or journaling cards or something. Sometimes you just want a little bit of something. Here's another one that's really tiny. These might have been used for like doll clothes or something. This one's, see how little these are? They're really cool. This one's got a little bit of gold in it. That's different. So there's just a variety of interesting looking trims in here. Here's another one of those little ones. It's orange. There's some with gold. There's some with silver. Some very interesting stuff. Oh, look at this one. That's pretty. Very vintage looking. What's this? Ooh, I like that one. This one's pretty. Oh my goodness, there's lots of pretty little pretty little trims in this bag. This was a good one. Look at that one. That's interesting. Very cool. I gotta sort through all of this now and wind it up or I don't know, put like kinds together, because some of them are just like little pieces, you know. That one's pretty. I hope everything that I've just held up to the camera was actually in the camera. I tend to do that, you know. That's old. That's different. They're just, some of them, they're just little pieces, which is good because, oh look, somebody braided this together. That's kind of cool. I like it when they're little pieces because then, you know, I can use this. I use it and it's done. And I don't have to put a roll back into my storage. Ooh, I like that one. All right. I am going to end this video right here. I still have a bag of stuff, so that'll be the next video. I have to do the craft along with this group of things, so I have to figure out how I'm going to separate this from that. So I'm going to go do all of that and figure it out, and then I will make the next video. But for now, for you, I will say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and notify if you wish. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.